Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Listen, we're getting right into it. We are reviewing P-Valley season 2, episode 4, entitled Demethrius. It's going down at the Pynk. P-Valley! All right. So, this episode was a decent episode. We got some more information about Big Teak and Lil Murder's relationship in regards to them being in prison. We got a little bit of, I guess I told you so about Andre and his marriage. We find out, Autumn, Haley, whatever her name is, Lauren, whatever her name is, aka. We find out deeper her true intentions. We see that Mercedes is getting a lot more, is having to do a lot more than she bargained for. And there is a secondary character in terms of the backdrop in which all of this is taking place. So you remember, we still have the character of Rona and the effects of what's going on with Rona. But right now we're also having like a George Floyd-esque situation that is impacting some of our cast. Our characters in this episode. So let's just get into it. We're going to break it into 3 different sections. We're going to break it into our tour group, the Pynk, and Chucalissa. What's going on with Chucalissa? All right. So let's just talk about the tour group. They're on tour. We see that Keyshawn has her lash line already in stores. She's very, very excited about that. She's making monies and opportunities on that. She has invited her old Gidget back. She invited Gidget to the deal. So Gidget is there hyping her girl up and everything like that, because last time we figured out that Gidget started stripping in Nashville. When her mother was killed, when her mother died, she went to go strip in Nashville. We also find out, I think it was last episode, that the reason why Gidget's mother died was because she caught the Rona from the truck driver boyfriend of Gidget's. So y'all let all these folks in and didn't have no mask and didn't think how that was going to affect. So she's mad at the guy for giving her mother the Rona when it was you should have been quarantining. And you shouldn't have been around him, knowing that he's in and out of the place. But anyway, that's a whole nother story, child. So we see that she has joined the tour. While she has joined the tour, a couple of things happen. We hear DJ Nevermind. We hear his song on the radio. So Lil Murder calls him to congratulate him and say, "Hey man, you blowing up. I'd love to hear that." And he says, "Well, man, you can blow it up too if you can get up here and get on this track. If you can get up here and get on this track by the night." So Lil Murder's manager is like, "Yeah, we gonna get there. Yeah, we gonna do this. Yeah, we gonna get there. Yeah, we gonna do that." And so Keyshawn's manager, because they hang up, everybody congratulates DJ Nevermind and they hang up. But Keyshawn manager makes a point to Lil Murder. He says, "Man, you don't want to rush you need to get your deal in order first." And Lil Murder's manager is like, "Man, shut up. I'm his manager, basically." He was like, "I'm just saying, you don't want to jump and hop on anybody's track and you don't know where your publishing is going." He said, "Because I've seen a lot of y'all go and jump on a track, write a nice little rhyme, and then they own your rhyme. You need to get yourself together." And he said that. So Lil Murder is looking at him and listening or whatever. I don't think Lil Murder's manager is going to be his manager for long. I don't think so. Because he is not, he is just there for the ride, to get the money, to say but he's not thinking. He may have some great ideas in that, in the mortuary business that he's doing. But as far as being a manager for him, he may put some money up or something like that. But he definitely is not, able to get the things for Lil Murder that Keyshawn's manager is getting for her. So, but she signed the 360 deal, so everything that she's doing, the manager gets a piece of. So of course he is more motivated to make sure that she gets everything that she needs to do. We see Big Teak. That's Lil Murder prison cellmate. He's all freaked out because of this George Floyd-esque situation. And he is having a lot of emotions behind it, but he doesn't know how to pick where his emotions are supposed to go. And so the only thing that he's really just kind of showing is a lot of anger. There's a lot of anger being shown. And he doesn't have anybody that he can just kind of bounce whatever's going on off. We see, and like I said, I'm not going in order. I'm just kind of going over what the storyline was. So he's having issues because they can't get to Birmingham. Okay, so we're talking about Big Teak and how his emotions are going all over the place. And the biggest emotion that he's expressing is anger. He gets upset because everyone wants to click off the news and talk about something that's, that they're doing and that they're happy about and stuff like that. But he wants the news to be on. And so they're in Keyshawn's manager's suite. And so he's sitting there, he's watching TV. He's not really joining in on anything. He's just sitting over there watching TV. Baby. Keyshawn's manager cuts the TV off because they're having a toast. And, they're toasting the night and he's having a big time. Big Teak gets mad. What you cut the TV off for? What you cut the TV off for? I want to watch the TV. We want to watch it. And he was like, man, don't nobody want to watch, Keyshawn's manager, don't nobody want to watch that. He was like, he obviously did something for that to happen. Well, I'm more worried about the person who recorded. He was just going off. And then he just breaks the table. And him and the manager goes back and forth. And the manager's like, listen, something obviously happened. The police were called. Something obviously happened. And we've got a lot of stuff going on here to be worried about what's going on with with that person who lost their lives. They almost get into a brawl. Lil Murder's manager has to pull him out and take him to the room. Now, at this time, Lil Murder is at the room because Lil Murder is trying to record a little track to jump on DJ Nevermind's track. So he's trying to record a track to jump on DJ Nevermind's track. So Big Teak goes into the room with Lil Murder. Lil Murder's in the back because, the acoustics are very good in the bathroom. So he is in the bathroom in the tub recording his stuff. And then here comes Big Teak because he knows he's in the bathroom. He comes in and starts to use the bathroom. And so Lil Murder's like, man, you messing up my stuff. And he was just like, oh, I had to use the bathroom. He really didn't have to use no bathroom. He's just one of them people that like to sabotage. He knows people are doing something around him. He reminds me of one of those people that is, how come y'all get to and I can't? How come y'all do this and I can't? How come y'all do this? And so one of those type mentality folks that they will sabotage what you're doing just because they're not doing it or they're incapable of doing it. They're going to make sure that you're not doing whatever it is that you're doing. You know these type of people. So anyway, he's all upset because he wants all the attention. They want all the attention to be on them and the nothingness that they're doing. So he explains to Lil Murder that he was upset about this and all of this stuff. And Lil Murder calms him down, kisses on him, and they have sex. And we find out that that was partly this relationship was partly how they were in the joint. That I don't know if they went in together or not. We don't have all that information. Putting up my headband. We don't have all that information, but apparently you remember when last episode when he was telling Lil Murder that he appreciated him sending him the rhymes, the goofy rhymes and stuff like that. That he appreciated that. So we see that their relationship kind of got like this in prison. So they're on the down low. They're not letting anybody know, or they haven't come out that they had a sexual relationship. Because you remember the manager knows that Lil Murder has sexual tendencies towards men. I don't think he knows that Big Teak has sexual tendencies towards men, because with a lot of black men, because of all this hyper masculinity and the way society, black society won't be accepting of them. You know, there's a segment of the population they love, you know, and there is a segment of our population that love gays for their labor, but not for who they are as a perfect person. You know, we love gay people when it's time for great fashions, when it's time for being ministers of music, when it's time to speak up and have a good time or a good kiki. But we love the labor, but we don't like the person. We don't like and that's just, I'm just speaking real. That is how a lot of folks in the black community is. We love, like I said, we love the labor, but we don't love the person. Now, if you're a big, heavy Christian, you'll say, well, God loves you and we love you. We really don't. We really don't. Don't let that fool you. We really don't. Christians love each other as long as everybody is towing the same line. Everybody is doing the same thing. That's when you are loved. Anything else, anything outside of what they know, they don't love you. Don't ever be confused that they do. They'll tell you that they do, but don't be confused, because my father always says, he's always told me, it's not about what person says, it's about their actions. Watch their actions. If their actions don't line up with what they're saying, always go by their actions, because that's where you will always find the truth. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. My only impression about the tour and everything like that, I see that Lil Murder is going to keep seeing Keyshawn get a lot of stuff when he's basically doing he's doing a good part of the work, and he is not reaping the benefits like Keyshawn is reaping the benefits. And I think at some point in time, he's going to get rid of his manager. And once he does that, I think the manager is going to out him and or try to out him. And I think that Big Teak is going to mess around and hurt the manager. Now, that is my overall assessment of what's going on in that dynamic. I will say this too. I think that Big Teak is about to mess up Uncle Clifford and Lil Murder's little love affair, simply because after him and Lil Murder had sex and Lil Murder wakes up in the morning, and was that a condom on the table, a used condom on the table? That's raggedy. Anyway, I think what's going to happen, because Big Teak asked him, who is Cliff? He says, you didn't write me any postcards or letters when I was still locked up. You know, so there's going to be a little jealousy behind that. And like I said, Big Teak gives me issues, deep-seated issues, childhood trauma, deep-seated issues that's going to put Lil Murder in jeopardy. I'm just going to tell you right now. So let's get to the Pynk. Let's get to the half people at the Pynk really, really, really quick. They are trudging along, doing what they need to do. Autumn is really trying to make sure that she gets this $10 million for the Pynk. That's what she wants to sell it. Her goal is to sell it. Uncle Clifford then find out that that's her goal to sell it. They also find out that she's living at the Pynk because she don't have nowhere to go. Also, what's going on with the Pynk? Toy, I think that's her name. She's one of the strippers. You remember the stripper last episode who was sneezing and they were spraying? Well, honey, Toy done got them shut down because Toy was in the private room with the lady. You remember the lady who spent all of her divorce settlement at the Pynk, or half of it anyway? She's in there with Toy. And Toy is just moving and working and doing everything. And the woman is just pulling. For some reason, Toy takes this woman's mask off, because she has on two. And she takes her mask off and then proceeded to sneeze in this woman's face. I'm sorry. Honey, didn't realize that was the health inspector. So Toy done got him shut down. And she told him, I'm sorry. They're like, see, that's your problem. You in here sneezing and stuff like that. Well, I got allergies. Take you some allergy medicine. They should not have let her go on. They should not have let her go on or let her do anything like that where she was going to be clicking and sneezing. They should have let her be on the pole sneezing and whatnot. She'd have sneezed up into the air. But anyway, the health inspector shut them down, told them they had 24 hours, and that if they didn't get the stuff together in 24 hours, they were going to be fined, I think, $11,000 or $10,000 or $15,000. I don't know how much she said she was going to fine them, but she was going to fine them. So they all rallied together to get everybody to come back to the Pynk to clean it up. What's his name? Big L and Gidget's old boyfriend. He brought some people from the continent over to assist in getting everything up to snuff. You know, putting the plastic up, getting everything up to snuff. But they failed the inspection. And upon the failing of the inspection, again, that's where Uncle Clifford learned about Autumn's true motives. Also, I wanted to go over the fact that that Corbin, that Kyle brother, came to Autumn and said that he was going to up the price from $500,000 to $1 million. And so Autumn told him, said, well, you increased your price. That lets me know that this place is worth more. And so I'm going to wait for the offer from the casino. And when they give me that $10 million offer, I am going to take that $10 million offer. And she's going to have to split it 31% with Clifford. So let's talk about the citizens of Chucalissa. So we see that Patrice Woodbine is running for mayor. You know that Kyle brother is also going to be running for mayor. So Andre, during the last episode, said that he was going to run for mayor. So he went home to Atlanta to talk to his wife to let her know, just to get her permission to run for mayor. Because if she said it was okay, he was going to run. So he gets home, child, and he starts hearing all these noises. And it sounds like choking, like somebody... He gets upstairs, honey. His wife is in full mode guac guac 6000. He proceeds, I guess the guy's name is Dante. He proceeds to choke almost the living life out of Dante. And she's standing there, please stop, don't hurt him, oh my God, don't hurt him. And so, and I just don't understand y'all. Why are you doing the mess in the first place? Why are y'all doing those mess in the marital home? Now, he'd have killed that man. Then you've been sitting up there crying. He did. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So she's upset. You know, you weren't here. You were supposed to come back. And he was like, well, you know, I came back because I knew that you were upset. I came back to, you know, he basically said he asked her to, run for mayor, and she laughed at him. And so once she laughed at him, honey, that was it for her, honey. That was it. He felt like she never, everything was always her mama and daddy bought it for her. And all this other stuff. So, I like I told y'all the last episode, I didn't think that marriage was going to last with what was going on. It was too much tension, and neither one of them was willing to work through that tension. Anyway. I think that is basically it. I think that's basically it. That's basically the episode. Oh, I'm forgetting about Mercedes. Mercedes and the coach's wife is got a little thing going on. The coach's wife called for Mercedes to come and work the pole with her. She took some pictures and stuff like that of Mercedes. They had sex. And so I think Mercedes is going to have to work harder for her little $10,000 a month. But anyway, she's going to have to service Coach, and she's going to have to service Coach's wife. But anyway, what y'all think of the episode? That's all I got. Like I said, the most interesting thing going on is the dynamic between Big Teak, Lil Murder, and his manager. And Lil Murder seeing that Keyshawn is reaping the benefits from this little 12-city tour, and he just seems like he's just kind of stuck still. He's getting money, don't mishear me, but he doesn't have like the brand deals or anything like that that's going on, that her manager is making sure it comes through. So we'll see. We'll see, y'all. What y'all think of this episode? Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I see y'all. I see y'all watching. Just hit that subscribe button. It's just somewhere down up in here. Hit that subscribe button. And I will have another video later on this week. And as always, people, bye-bye.